Hello and welcome to another recipe video. I'm going to be making these mini carrot cake sandwiches. There we go, get my words out. Sorry, but it should be far more professional than that. These mini carrot cake sandwiches, they're not sandwiches made with bread. Here you go, they look like this. They are only 3 smart points on the green plan and across all the plans on WWE, and they are just simply delicious. I'm not gonna lie, they are so good, so quick, so easy, and they're using my really low pointed frosting, which I developed, and I'm quite sure someone else has developed it if you look in different videos, but I thought about it and I made it, and I'm really proud of myself. So you are going to need, it's a really easy, simple recipe to follow. For this recipe, you will need 2 teaspoons of melted low-fat spread, 3 tablespoons of light brown soft sugar, 1 egg, 20 grams of currants or raisins, 130 grams of carrots. This was like 2 regular sized carrots gave me that amount, but that was approximately that amount is fine. 4 tablespoons of self-raising flour, and I've added a pinch of salt and a pinch of baking powder to it to kind of bump it up a bit, and a teaspoon of mixed spice. If you don't like mixed spice, you can swap that out for cinnamon or ginger and whatever flavours you want to in there. And it is an all-in-one recipe. You literally stick all of that into there and then stir it up and then pop it into your moulds. And then pop it into, I've got 24 mould, 24 cake mould, oh my gosh, the words, 24, and that will make 12 cakes then. If you just wanted to eat them as little individuals, then there would only be 2 points each. However, if you sandwich 2 together with the frosting, it's only 3. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so then this is all now full, and you want to put these in a oven that's preheated to 180 degrees if it's a fan oven, or just, it will take less time to cook, but you want to have it about 160 for a fan, or gas mark 6, and you want to bake these lower and slower for about 25 minutes. I'm going to check them after 20 because they are very little. If you're making this into a big cake, it will take about 45 minutes because you want it to cook the carrot, basically, is what you want. You don't want raw crunchy carrot inside your cakes. But I'm going to pop these in the oven and then take them out, let them cool, and then we will be decorating them, which will be like a couple of seconds for you, but 25 minutes. To make the frosting, you're going to need a teaspoon of butter, a teaspoon of, I'm using silver spoon, half spoon sugar, but you could use half a teaspoon of sugar and half a teaspoon of sweetener, and a tablespoon of water. Mix all that up together and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, and if your butter isn't melted, do it for longer, but after 30 seconds, or when the butter is melted and the sugar is dissolved, add 1 tablespoon of corn flour and mix thoroughly. Then pop it back into the microwave for another 30 seconds. Keep an eye on your different temperature microwave, because if you have a hot microwave, it will do this quicker. But after 20 seconds, you end up with this, essentially a paste, okay? It's quite a thick paste. And now we are going to mix in 125 grams of reduced fat soft cheese, okay? It takes quite a bit of stirring. If it's too thick, add a little bit of water, and that will, okay? And now we have this. So we've mixed all this in, and now we've got cream cheese frosting. Pop it back into the fridge to cool right down, because yeah, the cornflour mixture will be quite warm, so this will take a few minutes in the fridge to cool down. And then we're going to pop it in a piping bag, and we're going to decorate our little cakes. A great tip when you're piping is to put a piping bag over a pint glass, and then it's really easy to just pour that into it without it getting stuck down the side. So that's a great quick tip. Okay, so that's all now in the bag, and a good tip is, like I said, some cakes are made a bit deeper than others. Hello, Pablo. No, you cannot come up here. I'm baking. Go away. So yeah, they're a bit higher than others, so pop them on the top, and if they're a bit thin, pop them on the bottom. But you should be able to make sure they're all the same. So we're just going to pipe a little bit of the icing on the top of each, and then You can use a nozzle if you want to make them a little bit fancy. I'm just going to put a little swish on each one. Okay, so when they're all iced, you want to be able to be quite quick. If you find that it's getting a little bit soft, you may need to pop it back in the fridge because your hand will be warming up the icing as you go along. So we're going to put half of these on top of the other half. So I used a knife to spread out on top of the cakes, and now I have got 12 perfect, beautiful little carrot cake sandwich. I keep wanting to say Victoria sponge sandwich because that sounds right. And they are so yummy, and they are only three smart points each. So I'm absolutely chuffed to biscuits with these. Chuffed to cakes. I'm chuffed to cakes with these. So Lou, coffee, socially distanced, of course. Let's try some cake.